Good morning, Monday morning, Garden of England. Really windy out there, nice blue sky though, which is good. So I'm in the lee again of the windbreakers here on the farm. Hopefully there's not too much background noise. So, well, what a week that was. Obviously you'll have your views, I suppose, on what's going on in the States and what's going on particularly with Trump stirring things up. You'll have your view on that, and that's fine. I respect all of it. But you'll probably guess what my view is. So anyway, here's a big thing. We're getting towards the end of the month now, the first month of the year, with or without the goals, with or without programming them, with or without everyday pre-programmed critical meetings and events, and seeing the thing unfold, responding to the creativity, the ideas as they come along, and making sure you take action. The fantastic thing, of course, is what's wonderful about our approach is you don't have to worry about when the right thing's going to come along, the idea, the overhead conversation. You're waking up middle of the night and you're remembering something in a dream that just makes sense. It takes you a step forward, all the time taking action. I mean, all that stuff's just amazing. The wonderful thing, of course, is will you be there? Will you be there at exactly the right moment when these things show up? Will you be there conscious that they're showing up? Because a lot of people just walk past them, of course, don't they? They don't see the coincidence, they don't understand it. But you will, provided you're programming every day and you're working on your goals and you've got the intention to manifest them. You've got the desire, the belief, the expectation, you're managing your thought process. You've got your mindset very clear, you're deleting programs, you're protecting yourself from the negativity of others when they show up. But remember, we're all human, we're not perfect, so at times, if you like, we'll be less than our best. But we keep going. But the thing I would say to you is, start of the week, is you've got to be flexible. I mean, one of the things I'm sure you know is one of the goals I've got is to get these, I'm using the term legacy products, it's probably not the right term, but certainly get all the courses up I can somewhere on the platform so that people can access them, because they've been amazing over the years and we all know they work. But one of the challenges, and I'm due to go into the studio today, an hour's drive, get down in the studio, start recording. And so what came out of the last couple of weeks was, in the preparation of this filming, was finding the recordings of, I think it was the last ever concert hall, big auditorium, the last of the original Mindstore 2-day course that I presented, got all those recordings. And what we did last week was we listened to the first three, they're in a CD kit, some of you may have them, listened to the first 3 CDs and kind of thought, well look, some of it is really, really good. I mean, I was obviously at my best at that moment, sharing a story, for example, Dead Poets Society. You know, it just was like really cool. And I think, well, let's keep that. Maybe as people are watching it down the line in the particular part of the program they'll watch, there could be stock video in the background. Excuse me. I wonder what that's about. So maybe there would be stock video in the background as you're listening to it, and then I'm in the studio reinforcing the lessons, taking the process forward, bringing it into a more up-to-date version of understanding, and so on. And then obviously the meditations, and work our way through. That seemed like a good idea. And in fact, up until yesterday morning, that's what my intention was. I'd already figured out what I was going to do, what I was recording over today, and we've got another recording session, I think it's Thursday. And then out of the blue, this is the thing about the magic of it, you know, of programming, and out of the blue, Ed, for whatever reason, was looking through old boxes somewhere and wherever he keeps his storage at home. You know what, he found a video of me presenting a 2-day business course in London, filmed professionally. And he reminded me, I couldn't remember it. He certainly couldn't remember it. We apparently had this idea that we paid for a professional crew, we had it all filmed, going to turn it into some kind of product, and we would go 50-50 on the profits. And for whatever reason, get caught up in stuff, never get round to it, ended up in a box somewhere. but apparently it's really, really great quality. So that gives us opportunities, not only for me to record in the studio, adding value, but actually let you see me teaching critical aspects of it from those recordings. And by the way, he also found a recording video, professionally videoed recording of the day I did in that theatre in London, or the 2 days that we did in London. I did a day, and Roger Callaghan, God bless him, did a day the second day. And I've got that filmed. I mean, that's gold. So what we're going to do today is, because we're being responsive to the coincidence, things showing up at exactly the right moment, obviously we're going to go down today, instead of recording, going to watch this stuff, start to edit and see how we can use it and how I would augment it and really make it work as a special product for you. I'm really excited about it because there's not a lot of, I mean, if you go on YouTube and you look for me, it's got a lot of old video there, not very clear video, me maybe throwing the water around, I think, in one of them. And of course you can see my big fat face and my fat body when I was on all those steroids that I eventually had to find my way out of. And that's why I'm so passionate about the alternative approaches to managing disease. Anyway, that's been my journey. God help me if I had not found ways, because that was just going to get bigger and bigger, and it was going to lead to more and more health challenges if I continued to take all those steroids. But anyway, those recordings could be better, in terms of maybe people might be put off by that. So hopefully what I'll see today is maybe a better version of myself with all the passion and enthusiasm working with an audience. So that's going to be interesting. But that's the thing about it. It only showed up yesterday, and by chance it showed up. It was just by chance that Ed found them. He didn't remember them. I hadn't remembered them. Don't even remember recording them. But that's how it works, you know. The source draws your attention to things at exactly the right moment. And Ed was in the right place at the right time, and I certainly am. And one day later, I'm going to be down there watching them. That was scheduled for filming. This is how it all works, guys. You do the programming, you get committed, things, opportunities, people, places, they just show up at exactly the right time. So will you be in the right place at exactly the right time in the weeks and months and even years ahead to make sure you manifest your goals? So have a cracking week. I'll see you tomorrow. Be good. Bye now. Bye-bye.